Madrid, 2014, a vibrant city, alive with the rhythm of daily life. But beneath the surface, a dark plot was unfolding. Our story begins in the upscale Salamanca district, home to luxury boutiques and quiet, elegant streets. Among them, a seemingly ordinary jewelry store, its windows gleaming with precious treasures, stood unsuspecting. Inside, a dazzling display of luxury watches and sparkling diamonds, each piece a testament to exquisite craftsmanship. The store boasted state-of-the-art security, designed to protect its valuable inventory from any threat. Unbeknownst to them, three men, with cold intent, had already begun their meticulous surveillance. They mapped routines, studied entry points, and planned every detail of their audacious scheme. Escape routes were rehearsed, every turn and alley memorized, leaving nothing to chance. Then came the day. Just after 5 p.m., the city was still bustling, unaware of the impending terror. Two suspects, posing as wealthy customers, entered the store, their calm demeanor hiding sinister intentions. A third accomplice waited outside in a stolen vehicle, engine running, ready for a swift getaway. The air grew thick with tension. Suddenly, guns were drawn, shattering the peaceful afternoon. Chaos erupted. Customers screamed, employees were forced to the ground, fear gripping everyone present. Display cases were smashed, glass shattering, his valuables were frantically stuffed into bags. The store owner, in a desperate act, reached for a silent alarm. A shot rang out. The owner collapsed, the robbery escalating from theft to a brutal act of violence. Another customer was struck amidst the panic, adding to the terror and chaos. With over 400,000 euros in jewelry, the suspects fled, leaving behind a scene of devastation. Their getaway vehicle sped through Madrid's narrow streets, a desperate race against time. Surveillance cameras captured glimpses, witnesses reported details, and license plates were identified. A nationwide manhunt was launched. Police released the suspects' faces, alerting the public. The trail led south towards Valencia, with an attempt to cross into France, a desperate flight. In a black market deal, the suspects tried to sell a stolen watch, unaware they were under surveillance. The net tightened. Police surrounded an apartment outside Valencia under the cover of night. A tactical unit moved in. One suspect fled via a balcony, others surrendered or barricaded. The stolen jewelry and the murder weapon were recovered, bringing a crucial end to the chase. In the courtroom, prosecutors presented CCTV footage, ballistic reports, and witness testimonies. The gunman received over 40 years, his accomplices lengthy terms, a measure of justice served. The emotional toll on victims' families was immense, a stark reminder of the crime's lasting impact. This case shook Spain, a nation with low gun violence, contrasting with Madrid's vibrant nightlife. It highlighted the devastating consequences of greed, loss, and the aftermath of such a violent act. New security requirements and increased surveillance cooperation emerged from this tragedy.
February 28, 1997. Los Angeles, a city basking in the California sun, yet on the brink of an unprecedented urban conflict. Our focus narrows to the quiet, tree-lined streets of North Hollywood, where an ordinary morning was about to shatter. A subtle tension hung in the air, an unspoken prelude to the chaos that would soon engulf this unsuspecting community. This is the story of the North Hollywood shootout, a deep dive into America's most violent bank robbery. Two men, Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Srini, were meticulously preparing for a heist that day. They donned ski masks, heavy body armor, and loaded an arsenal of automatic rifles, ready for battle. Their planning was extensive, involving blueprints of the bank and modifications to their weapons for maximum impact. They even crafted homemade body armor, a detail that would later prove devastatingly effective against police. At precisely 9:17 a.m., the two men stormed the Bank of America, weapons drawn, shattering the morning calm. Customers and employees reacted in sheer terror, instantly ordered to the ground as the robbery commenced. The robbers demanded money from the vault, their voices harsh, as tension inside the bank escalated rapidly. Unbeknownst to them, outside, police patrol units had already noticed suspicious activity. Officers began to converge, quietly surrounding the bank, setting up a perimeter as the robbers prepared to exit. The moment of confrontation arrived. The robbers emerged with cash, immediately met by a wall of law enforcement. What followed was an intense, chaotic exchange of gunfire, unlike anything Los Angeles had ever witnessed. The robbers, armed with automatic rifles, unleashed a torrent of bullets, outmatching the officers' handguns. Bullets ricocheted off their homemade body armor, rendering police fire largely ineffective against them. Officers pinned behind patrol cars were wounded, their standard-issue weapons proving inadequate. Civilians scrambled for cover in nearby buildings, the sounds of gunfire echoing through the neighborhood. News helicopters quickly arrived, capturing the unfolding chaos from above, broadcasting it live to the nation. A montage of live TV footage, frantic police radio chatter, and terrified residents painted a grim picture. Police realized they were severely outgunned. A desperate call went out for heavier firepower. Officers rushed to a nearby B&B sales gun store, acquiring AR-15 rifles to match the robbers' arsenal. The battle intensified, transforming the quiet street into a war zone. Over 1,100 rounds were fired in 44 minutes. Larry Phillips Jr. was eventually wounded, his rifle malfunctioning, leading to a tragic end. Cornered and defeated, Phillips took his own life, bringing his rampage to a sudden, violent halt. Emil Srinu attempted to escape in their getaway car, but was shot in the legs, immobilizing him. He bled out before medical help could arrive, marking the end of the second robber's reign of terror. With both robbers neutralized, police secured the scene. The 44-minute shootout was finally over. The aftermath revealed a scene of utter devastation. Bullet-riddled streets, damaged cars, and shaken residents. In total, 12 police officers and 8 civilians were injured, a testament to the sheer volume of gunfire. Miraculously, despite the intensity, no civilians lost their lives that day, a small comfort amidst the tragedy. News headlines screamed the story across the nation, and law enforcement officials grappled with the implications. The event exposed critical weaknesses in police preparedness, particularly regarding firepower and body armor. In the wake of the shootout, law enforcement agencies nationwide underwent significant changes. New tactical training protocols were implemented, focusing on active shooter scenarios and coordinated responses. The North Hollywood shootout forever changed how police departments equip and train their officers. It stands as a stark reminder of the evolving threats faced by law enforcement and the need for constant adaptation. The question remains, are we truly prepared if such an event were to happen again today?
The United Arab Emirates is known for luxury, safety, and strict laws. Cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi often ranked among the safest in the world. But behind the glittering skyline, a few shocking crimes have shaken the nation to its core. Tonight, we are diving into some of the most disturbing cases in UAE history, and how justice caught up with those responsible. Let's begin. In December 2014, Ibolia Ryan, an American kindergarten teacher, was stabbed to death inside a shopping mall restroom in Abu Dhabi. The killer? A woman dressed in a traditional black abaya and face covering, nicknamed the Reem Island Ghost. Security footage from the mall was chilling. The suspect moved calmly, deliberately, as if she had planned everything. Authorities quickly launched an intensive investigation. Police identified the suspect as Olabada Abdullah Abu Zaid, an extremist sympathizer. Even more shocking, she had also planted a homemade bomb outside the home of an American doctor. Though it failed to detonate properly, the case was handled swiftly under UAE law. In 2015, she was convicted of terrorism and murder. She was sentenced to death and executed. The message was clear: violent extremism would not be tolerated. In January 2010, a high-profile assassination took place inside a luxury hotel in Dubai. The victim was Mahmoud Al-Mabou, a senior figure in Hummus. He was found dead in his hotel room. At first glance, it looked like a natural death, but Dubai police suspected foul play. What followed was one of the most sophisticated investigations ever seen in the region. Police reviewed hundreds of hours of CCTV footage. They tracked a team of suspects who had entered the UAE using fake European passports. The suspects were believed to be agents of Mossad. Although Israel never officially confirmed involvement, Dubai police released surveillance videos publicly, showing the suspects in disguises, wigs, and tennis outfits. International arrest warrants were issued through Interpol. Though the suspects were never captured, the investigation showcased the UAE's advanced surveillance systems and forensic capabilities. It also sparked a global diplomatic controversy. The UAE has some of the strictest drug laws in the world, and in 2022, authorities made one of the largest drug busts in its history. Dubai police arrested a European gang leader operating a massive cocaine distribution network across the Middle East. The operation was named Operation Storm. Undercover intelligence and international cooperation led to the arrest. Authorities seized millions of dollars worth of narcotics. He was extradited to Europe to face charges and received a lengthy prison sentence. The case demonstrated how the UAE works closely with global agencies to combat organized crime. In a tragic domestic violence case that shocked residents, a young Emirati woman was killed by a family member during a heated dispute. While the UAE is known for public safety, domestic violence cases occasionally surface, and they are treated with seriousness under federal law. The suspect was arrested within hours after neighbors reported suspicious activity. Forensic teams and digital evidence helped prosecutors secure a conviction. The perpetrator was sentenced to life imprisonment. This case sparked renewed discussions about mental health, family conflict, and reporting abuse early. In 2013, a gang carried out a series of coordinated ATM robberies across Dubai. They used stolen vehicles and advanced equipment to break into machines overnight. But they underestimated one thing: Dubai's surveillance network. Within weeks, police tracked vehicle movements, analyzed traffic cameras, and identified the suspects through facial recognition. The gang members were arrested and later sentenced to prison and deportation. Crime may be rare in the UAE, but when it happens, it rarely goes unsolved. The United Arab Emirates is often described as one of the safest countries in the world, and these cases show why. Whether it's terrorism, international assassinations, organized crime, or violent offenses, the UAE security system is fast, coordinated, and uncompromising. But here's the real question: are there darker cases the public never heard about? Tonight, we delve into the shadows of America's most chilling criminal cases, uncover the truth behind the headlines, witness the relentless pursuit of justice as investigators piece together horrifying puzzles to catch the perpetrators. Our journey begins in 1990, in Gainesville, Florida, a quiet college town, suddenly gripped by an unimaginable terror. A serial killer stalked its students, turning dreams into nightmares. Panic spread like wildfire through the community. Headlines screamed fear, and police activity intensified. The town transformed into a frantic search for answers. Detectives meticulously examined staged crime scenes, searching for any clue. The pressure mounted with each passing day. The face of fear, Danny Rolling. His mugshot became synonymous with unspeakable acts, forever etched in history. Forensic breakthroughs, particularly DNA evidence, became the key. Justice slowly emerged from the shadows. Courtroom sketches capture the tense trials. The community sought closure as the legal battle unfolded. Next, we journey to the 1980s and 90s, when a lone wolf unleashed terror across the nation, the Unabomber. He targeted universities and airlines, sowing fear with meticulously crafted, anonymous packages. Close-ups reveal crude, yet deadly, bomb components. Mailboxes became symbols of impending danger. Deep in Montana, an isolated cabin held a dark secret. Stacks of newspapers and a manifesto revealed a twisted ideology. FBI agents painstakingly analyzed every word, every clue. The hunt for the elusive bomber intensified. Finally, a breakthrough. The moment of arrest, ending a decades-long reign of terror. Justice found its target. For 40 years, a phantom haunted California. The Golden State Killer, a chilling enigma from the 70s and 80s. Peaceful suburbs hid a lurking shadow. Police sketches offered a glimpse, but the monster remained elusive. Crime scene markers dotted the landscape, silent witnesses to terror. Families lived in fear, hope dwindling. Decades passed, but technology evolved. Investigators turned to genetic genealogy, a new frontier in forensics. Computers crunched data, building a family tree of DNA. The cold case slowly began to warm, inch by agonizing inch. Then, the dramatic reveal. Joseph James D'Angelo, hiding in plain sight. The long hunt was finally over. Wichita, Kansas, harbored another monster. The BTK killer, a chilling presence, taunting police for decades. He lived a double life, a family man, a churchgoer. His true identity remained concealed for years. Old letters and digital files were meticulously examined. Each communication, a breadcrumb in a dark trail. A floppy disk, a seemingly innocuous object, held the key. Metadata analysis revealed the killer's identity. Dennis Rader, the BTK killer, was finally unmasked. His ordinary life, a chilling facade. In 2013, the Boston Marathon, a symbol of unity, was shattered by an act of unspeakable violence. 2 bombs exploded, turning celebration into chaos. Emergency responders rushed into the devastation. Surveillance camera footage became crucial. The FBI released suspect photos, igniting a massive manhunt. The city went into lockdown. The search for the bombers intensified, culminating in a dramatic capture. Dzhokhar Tsarnaev was apprehended, bringing a tense standoff to an end. Justice began its long, arduous path. Our final case, a peaceful Colorado suburb, shattered by a disappearance that shook America to its core. Missing person posters appeared, a desperate plea for help. The community rallied, but fear lingered. Chris Watts made a televised plea, appearing distraught. But security footage told a different, chilling story. Police interrogations revealed the horrifying truth. Emotional family photos became evidence of a betrayal. The courtroom and prison visuals underscore the tragic end. A family destroyed, a community in shock. From DNA swabs to digital forensics, investigators tirelessly work to bring criminals to justice. Their dedication ensures that even the darkest secrets eventually come to light, no matter how long it takes. Justice may be delayed, but it has a way of catching up. The truth always finds its way out. Subscribe for more deep dives into America's most chilling criminal cases. Join us next time.